Hello everyone and welcome back to another race in the SRL. This weekend we're racing in Hungary. Weather's looking fine so far. Actually we can't go through the standings because they're not out yet. I don't think there's been an update to it because there seems to be an issue with the old website, the Racing Hub thingy, and I think we're working on a standing format that we had in, I think it was not last season but the season before, so season 3, yeah. But yeah, I don't have the update, but assuming that FaZe is leading, because he won last 2 races, so pretty sure he's leading tier 1. But yeah, I guess we'll find out today what's gonna happen. As I said, weather is looking good for the quali. We're gonna follow Tom H. Gonna be the first one to set a hot lap. Actually, only 4 drivers attempting to go on the mediums. 5 now. Let's follow Tom H on his first attempt this weekend. Really hard track to get the move done, so you really have to be good in quali and in your pit strategy. It's actually kind of mixed up. I mean, some people try to go for one stopper, go mediums to soft or soft to mediums, but there was well, in tier 2 there has been like the 3 SC, so kind of messed up the strategy. But yeah, soft to mediums is doable, but I'm not sure if it's the right strategy. I think soft medium soft or medium soft will be the way to go, because traction is quite hard, and you can just lose your back end if you're too quick or too harsh on the throttle. But let's find out where Tom H sets the first lap, and it's a 15.8, so good lap. The next one should be Red Bull. Can we get him? FaZe goes with the 14.7. Eon invalidates. Let's go on board with Herbie. El Trucker on mediums, 17.3. Max, 15.9. Lanzi, 17.5 on the mediums. McLaren coming up next, 16.3. Gomez, just a banker lap. NLR Mortal on the medium, solid lap, 15.8. Lenikovsky, 15.3. And Herbie sets a 15.7. Let's go on board with the Arjan. So 18 drivers today. Oh, and he goes wide. No invalidation. Pretty lucky. Razzie, no time yet. Farico sets a 18.5 on the mediums. And Arjan goes in the pit. What about Rocky, his teammate? The other Red Bull driver. And we will get a Alfa Romeo Eon 15.7. And it's a 15.9 for Rocky. Currently P8. What about Razzie? Razzie was alone in in Alpine lost his teammate. Oh, hopefully we're gonna get the new one quickly. But yeah, it sets up a purple sector 2. Looking good for Rossi. And Rossi sets a 16.4. And Norje goes with a 16.1. What about Del Gizu on mediums? Entering turn 13. And sets up a 16.6. Not the time he wants to set on the mediums. Is there anybody trying a second attempt? I don't think so. Maybe Dalgizu? Is he going for a second row and validates, goes wide? Turn 3. Yeah, I don't think anybody is trying a second attempt. Who's going to be the first one on the hot lap? Or mortal? No. Oh, he goes for it. Another attempt, and he does not improve. That actually was almost the same time. No improvement. Let's go on board with the Os. Os is entering the pit now. What about Del Gizun validates? He's gonna go in the pit. Is Gomez coming up next? Nope, it's the other Aston Martin. Going through turn 2 and 3. Purple sector 1, and there's a Mercedes in the wall, and Del Gizu's quality is over as he lost it at turn 4. If you're too aggressive on the curbs or going through turn 4 too fast, you're just gonna lose it and end up in the wall. Oh, and a bit of a rear snap from Tom, and gets damage on his front wing. AlphaTauri coming up next. Lenzi. Let's go on board with El Trucker, currently on a hot lap attempt. Oh, and he loses it and hits. Oh, and his quality's over as well. Wow. Fortunate for El Trucker. He's gonna try once again the last to first challenge. Who's coming up next? Actually quite hard to track. Arjan. No, I don't know why he's going through again on the softs. I mean, they're quite old, and yeah, nicely caught by Lenikovsky. Just a small correction and sets a purple sector 2. So FaZe is the only one under 15. And Ken Lenikovsky improves this time, 15.2, but not in places. What about Max? Max trying And Lanzi coming up at the start finish line, and Lanzi improves 15.9. Next one, we should be getting a Red Bull, and Rocky is sideways. Arjan goes in the pit now. Should be Stan coming up next. Oh no, he's on his outlap. What about Gomez? Gomez is in the pit. McLaren. Okay, outlap as well for SF Rock. Should be Herbie? Yeah, Herbie. Entering turn 14 and start finish line, and Herbie goes for 15.2. Currently P2. No apparent damage for Rocky. Stay on board with Eon, who's gonna try and do better and maybe get that P2 and get a full Alfa Romeo on the first line. And he goes wide. No invalidations though, so lost time just a tiny bit to not invalidate. Goes through chicane quite nicely. And goes wide again. And no invalidations. Wow. Sets up a purple sector 2 on the way. Super lucky for Eon right now. And what is it going to be? And it's a P2 15.1, but NLR goes faster with a 14.4, 3/10 up. What a lap. And Max on his second attempt, no improvements. Rocky, no. Arjan. Let's stay on board with Arjan. Coming up next, followed by Stan, who's trying the mediums. Let's see if he can improve. No improvement for Stan. Don't know if he was actually pushing, but what about SF Rock coming up next at the start finish line? Arjan improving in first sector. 1/10 up. And no improvement from for SF Rock. And just a tiny correction from Arjan. And it's a 15.8 for Arjan. Is he gonna try one last attempt? Because I don't think he's gonna have time to come back in the pit and go for another run. Maybe he's just gonna stick with this time and SF Rock, no improvements on the medium, going in the pit right now. Lanzi coming through and gonna try one last attempt with just under 3 minutes to go in quali, as people are actually coming out of the pit lane. So Marcel's gonna have a lot of work to do and maybe try to join his teammate in the front row. And Lenikovsky goes P2 with 14.7. No improvements from was it Rocky or no Arjan? And purple sector 2 for Lenzi, big improvements, almost 7/10 up. And Lenzi goes for a 15.3. Is he gonna try another run? Only a minute and a half to go. Let's go on board with the next driver, Gomez. His teammate Tom H coming through, no improvements in time. What about Herbie? So he's gonna try one last push now. FaZe sets up a purple sector 1 and he invalidates. So is he gonna push for one last try, leaving space for the Aston Martin who's coming through? And it was Gomez, so we'll stick with him. And Arjan goes with a 15.3. Did I miss that? And NLR Immortal is quite confident and he's retiring from the session. Maybe just does not have time to go for one last push. And Gomez goes with the 15.2 right in front of Herbie. Tom H gonna go for one last push. And Eon looking to improve, and in time he does, but not in place. And Razi goes for a 16 flat. Stan's race quali is over due to invalidation. Let's go. Oh, and her Max goes wide. And Rocky is gonna go. No improvement. What about FaZe? Almost 3/10 up on his time. Maybe he can steal that P1 from NLR. And why did he what? Why did he do that? Just slowed down and almost stopped on the start finish line. And no improvements from Herbie. I don't think anyone can do another run. And yes, quali is over. So P1 for NLR Immortal. Linikovsky is gonna start right behind him. FaZe Pantera third, Eon fourth, fifth for Gomez, sixth for Herbie, 7 for Max, Tom H 8, Lenzi 9, Arjan 10, Stan 11, Rocky 12, Razi 13, SF Rock 14, Norjay 15, Ferico 16, Dalgizu 17, And El Chalker starting from the last place. So he's gonna try last to first challenge once again. I think he did that as well last race in Baku, and he was doing quite well. But if my memory is correct, I think he did went in the wall and lost his front wing. Weather's looking good for the race. As we're waiting on players to load. And welcome if you just joined. Quali just finished, so we're gonna go through formation lap in about 15 seconds. So let me know what are your predictions for this race? We got 3 safety cars in Tier 2. I don't know how many was there in Tier 3, but yeah, quite a few in Tier 2. So let's go through my pit strategy. I think let's just put tires. Not this one. So everybody in the top 10 starting on soft, and almost everybody starting on the mediums, except from Razi, who's gonna try the aggressive way. So he's gonna have to push real hard to get the move done quickly on Stan and Rocky. But yeah, the game suggested soft to hard. I don't think that's the right strategy. I think it's either going to be a really stretched soft to mediums or mediums to soft, but I think your rear end is gonna suffer quite a lot if you stretch those stints, because it's a really hard track on the rear wheel, rear wheels, just like Baku is, and you can just lose traction, especially turn 13 and turn not second turn, but 13 and yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe 9 is kind of tricky with the curbs, but yeah, I think people are gonna try to do a soft, medium, soft. I think it's the way to go, but I guess we'll find out if there's a lot of safety cars, because that could change everything, just like it did in Tier 2. First red lights. 5 red lights in Budapest, and away we go. And it's a great start from Lenikovsky, who's trying to get some slipstream from NLR Immortal and goes for the move on the inside, but I think it's going, no, not quite enough. And a lot of actions at the back, and look at this contact between Lanzi, Rocky, and 2 car wide. Turn 2, no safety car, no VSC either. Going to have to be careful through turn 4, especially at the start, and already people are pushing hard. Let's go in the midfield. As we see El Trucker already making the move. And up to 12. At the start, nice start from El Trucker. And Herbie almost side by side with Eoin. And elbows are out, and Herbie is on the outside. He's gonna have to go wide just a tiny bit. And is it going to be enough? Yes, it will. So he made the move on Eoin. And 3 cars in the pit, so I guess they got damaged and Eoin lost it. And lost his entire front wing, and we get VSC. And VSC right now, because Eoin lost it in turn 4, I guess. Lost his entire front wing. And it's green once again. And already there's a gap between Gomez and Herbie, and NLR Immortal is already second 0.3 up ahead. So Lenikovsky is gonna have to push if he wants to get in that DRS. But yeah, Razi is racing quite nicely. I think he was unlucky in the last race at Baku, as we get a Merc. Oh, and phases out, lost it, turn 4, and his race is over. No VSC though, a bit of contact behind, and there's El Trucker hand plate going off, and VSC is out, and contact happened between Razi, SFROC, and El Trucker, I think. And El Trucker is gonna suffer the most because he lost his left end plate on his front wing, but phases out of this race. Did not see that coming. He must be pissed, because I mean, he had a nice last weekend, and even the one before, 2 wins in a row, and ended up in the wall during this weekend. And Razi is gonna go through the pit, and El Trucker as well. And somebody picked up a drive-through penalty. And green. So we're racing once again. But let me see penalties. Yeah, Razi picks up a drive-through penalty. And 2 Haas right behind each other, chasing down Del Gezu, who's struggling just a bit on the mediums. Look at the time he's losing to SFROC in front. Del Gezu is struggling to get the grip of these mediums. And NLR sets a fastest lap, followed by Gomez, 18.9. 4 laps old, soft. So if they're going for a 2-stop, soft runners will pit around lap 7, 8. And mediums runners are gonna go for probably like 18 laps. So yeah, around 18 to 20, I think it should be the right call for the medium runners. But maybe we're gonna get a surprise, and maybe one of the soft runners is gonna go for the hard. But yeah, I don't think that's the right call. And Norjay lost the DRS to Dalgizu, and El Trucker picks a 3-second penalty already. Oh, and Lenikovsky! What happened to Lenikovsky? Oh, lost it, turn 13. Did he get damage? No apparent damage on his front wing, but maybe lime green or yellow. Yeah, maybe light green, don't know. And SF Rock and... Okay, they're going through because Gomez is in the pit. So first soft runner is going in the pit right now. And Gomez switched to the mediums. And Norjay is back in Dalgizu's DRS. Oh, and then Trucker DNF'd? Oh, he DNF'd in the pit, so... Oh, and damage for Max. Lost his front wing and VSC. Wow, that's the third one so far. Only 6 laps. And already we got 3 VSC, so... Yeah, it's pretty much just like a Monaco, but without barriers close to the race. But I mean, if you lose it at turn 4, you're just gonna go in the wall and either just lose your front wing or your race is going to be over. And we're racing once again, so Max is getting passed by SF Rock, yielding his place because he has no front wing and no point to defend his place. And yeah, Tom H is entering the pit as well. Is he gonna go for mediums? And yes, he does. And Max goes for the mediums as well. And pretty much everybody is quite split up. I mean, there's no current fight going on, and Max comes back right behind his teammate Lanzi, and they're both gonna go and attack Tom H. But there might be team orders between Max and Lanzi because Max is on pressure mediums. But we'll see if Max has more pace than Lanzi, I guess. And Gomez chasing down Eon, not going like the Alfa Romeo would like. And Gomez goes quite wide. But looking good for the both Williams up top, followed by Arjan. They're still going, so maybe they're trying to get a one-stop, so stretching those softs. No safety car so far, only VSCs, so... Yeah, but if they... Oh, as we get a yellow, and Lenikovsky is out of the race, so wow, really a struggling weekend for Ferrari. And that's quite an odd place to lose it. I mean, maybe he was just a tiny bit too aggressive on the curbs at turn 3, but I mean, it's really weird to lose it there. And Arjan is opting for the R's. So we'll keep an eye on him, and yeah, he was third, so we'll see if his strategy is the right one. But there seems to be fighting between two AlphaTauris. Will there be team orders entering turn 1? Max has DRS. Clearly has more pace than Lenzi on fresher mediums. And gets the move done on his teammate. And now they're gonna try to get back in Tom H DRS. And Lenzi will use his teammate to drag him along. That would be the right call to do. Using your teammate as a train. And Lenzi is right on the edge, and Herbie goes in the pit, so first Williams driver to go in the pit. What is he gonna go for? And he's going for the mediums. So he's gonna try the 2 stops, because clearly those mediums won't last to the end. I mean, maybe they will, but they're gonna scream. And Max is in Tom H DRS, but I don't think he did it just in time, so he's gonna have to push one more lap and get it on the next round. But yeah, everybody's pretty much stretched apart except from Tom H, Max, and Lenzi. Really hard track as well to make a move. I mean, you can basically just get a move done on the straight entering turn 1, and maybe, just maybe, if you try a move on the outside at turn 2. And now NLR went in the pit and shows the mediums. So SF Rock is currently leading the race, followed by Delgizu and Norjay, who will have to go in the pit. And Marcel went right in front of Ferico, but Ferico is really close. And now Max got DRS, and look how close it got him to Tom. And there's... oh! Is that SF Rock? Yes, that is SF Rock. He lost it. I don't know where. I think it was turn 5. And I saw as well a Mercedes struggling. I think it's Stan. Yeah, Stan is struggling and he's going in a bit, and he... ooh! Oh, I got you, my boy. You can't do that. I mean, you were gonna lose it in the pit lane entry. And yeah, Karma gets you with the 5-second penalty for speeding. And we get a VSC, so look how close Max is to Tom. So just waiting on VSC to stop, and I guess we're gonna see a nice fight between Max and Tom. And oh, drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC. I think it's the second one that Razzie got. Wow. And now Max trying to get the move done on Tom H on the start finish line. Yeah, caught in 4K. I mean, we were there. And now side by side, and goes for the switchback. And now Max is gonna get the outside turn 2, and I mean, that's the right call. If you get the outside turn 2, you're gonna get the inside of turn 3. So that is it for him. But Tom H is right behind. So no chance for mistakes for Max. And now Lenzi, can he get it as well? Oh, and NLR is catching up already. Norjay in front. And, oh, Farico's race. Okay, no, it's not over, but he lost it. So, don't know if he has damage. No apparent damage. But yeah. And now, let's go back to the action as NLR Immortal is chasing down the medium runners and made the move on Norjay. Can Lenzi launch an attack on Tom? I don't think he will. He's a bit too far behind, and Tom has a DRS to defend with. Okay, that's cool. Good to know, good to know. So, not that bad for Rico. Yeah, looking good, but they're gonna have to fit. I mean, they seem to be struggling just a bit on those mediums. So, but yeah, like I said, I think they're gonna go in the pit around lap 18-ish. If they're gonna go for the medium soft, so the 2-stop strategy. And now Herbie is right behind Norjay on the start finish line, and he's gonna go for the move on Norjay. So trying to catch up to his teammate in front. And Lenzi now following Tom, because Tom has no DRS to defend with. And now Gomez makes the move on Farico, and SF Rock following through. A bit of a snap, so it's going to be Farico's chance to get his position back. And late break, missed the breaking point, and now SF Rock is back in front. And they both went really wide, and so did Eon. And we're gonna follow these drivers having a fight. Also, we're gonna keep an eye on Tom. Oh, Lancey made the move. Lancey made the move on Tom, but Tom is right behind with fresher tires as well. So no more stops for Arjan, SF Rock, and Stan. Trying to make it to the end on the hard tires. And Eon is almost side by side with Farico. And now SF Rock, DRS, no ERS, so I don't think he's gonna make a move. Oh, just a tiny push at the end, and goes for the inside and gets the job done. And Gomez did the same on Eon. And somebody went wide just a tiny bit. A bit of dust coming out of turn 3. And Tom H is right behind Lanzi. I think Lanzi made just a tiny mistake. So Tom is right in Lanzi's gearbox, and Tom is quite aggressive. So not too much CRS left in the battery. 20% for Lanzi. And no DRS, so I think Tom will make the move right now. Is he gonna go for it? Yes, he will. using every tiny percent left in the battery. Ooh, and Lanzi went for the aggressive move and maybe tried to switch back, but was just a tiny bit too aggressive on the curb, and I think he got a warning with that. And Sten gets a 3-second time penalty. I think he's the only one with the 3-second. Does Gomez has one too? Not this one. And now Eon gets a 3-second penalty. And yeah, Stan has 8 seconds now with his 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And Eon just got 3 seconds, and Gomez has 3 seconds as well. Position change. Norje made quite a jump, and so did Del Gisu. Ooh, and we get a yellow in sector 3. What's going on? Oh, and Stan DNF'd. Stan DNF in the pit lane. And now NLR Mortal is having a look on the inside of Del Gisu, and elbows are out, and he moves his car right in front of Del Gisu. Nicely done. Now Arjan is up for a move as well on Norje. Norje is on old mediums, 16 laps medium, so you can see him struggling just a tiny bit. He's gonna have to go in the pit sooner or later. I think our arts are looking good on this track. Usually our tires on this game is like the worst tires you can go for, unless there's like a early safety car and you don't want to go in the pit again, but yeah. And Arjan pushing Norje through turn 14, and clearly he's gonna make it in front of Norje before turn 1, and yes, he does. Goes right in front of Norje and makes the move. Yeah, but I just think you're losing too much time on the ARDs. That's what I'm saying. On this game, I mean, the OP tires on this game is the mediums. I mean, you get a good tire grip, you don't lose that much time, and tires are really, really good. And Lanzi went wide and picked up a 3-second penalty on that move. And now Rocky. And what happened to Farico? He seems to be struggling just a tiny bit, and Rocky made it in front of him quite easily. Oh, and just a tiny snap. Oh, and Gomez is out. He lost it at the chicane and went in the wall. So Gomez race is over. Oh, and we got full safety car. Oh no, that's going to kill medium runner strategy. As they're going in the pit, so Del Gisu went for hard. I don't know why NLR and Marcel didn't pit and get a fresh pair of mediums. I mean, they had the chance. Did they? Yeah, they had the chance to jump in the pit real quick, but somebody, well, Marcel would have been double stacking with NLR, so maybe lost a bit of time. But with the last update, they made it better if you double stack, so you don't lose that much time actually. So it's yeah, just a tiny improvement. But yeah, Del Gisu went for Ards, and who was on Ards? I think it was Arjan. Yeah, Arjan made the switch to mediums, and Farico went really aggressive. I mean, those softs won't last to the end, my friend. you're gonna have to go in the pit again. So I guess he's hoping for one last safety car towards the end. Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. I don't know why he switched to soft. I mean, oh, and now NLR is going in the pit, so he's gonna lose so many plays. Oh, okay, so he's doing his current strat, but yeah, 15. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So he's gonna go for 7-ish lap. Yep, 7 laps on softs, and then go in the pit again and 7 laps on softs for the last try. But I mean, it's a really hard track to get the move done. I mean, we haven't seen that many overtakes. I mean, it's basically all on the straight, because sector 2 is quite impossible unless you make a terrible mistake and go on the grass or in the wall. Yeah, just like 5 drivers today did. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Even Norjay did the same. And look at how far Marcel came out. I mean, he should have pitted when the safety car was just got out. So we're just waiting on Razzie to join the group, and surely next lap we'll go for racing again. But yeah, welcome if you just joined the streaming. Under safety car right now, because Gomez lost it at the exit of the chicane, turn 7. So we're just waiting up. Yeah, Razzie caught the group, so next lap we're gonna go to racing. So NLR pretty much led the pack so far. Yeah, I mean, he's my go-to driver. SF Rock is my go-to driver for the sneaky comeback and manages way up the grid. And I mean, he just makes a move here, gets a place from somebody who made a mistake and hit the wall or something like that. But he just gets the job done. He gets the job done without even him. I mean, you don't even notice it. He's quite sneaky. So if there was an award for the sneakiest driver, I mean, it would be SF Rock for sure. He's always manages his way through the grid. We'll keep an eye on him, clearly. Also gonna keep an eye on both us with the aggressive strategy on the softs. So they're gonna have to push real hard. And yeah, I'm quite surprised that NLR did not pit, and we get the notice that race control, safety car in this lap. So NLR has the pace. What happened? I mean, okay, it's just side by side. Just be careful, guys. I mean, I know you want to make the move on somebody at the restart, but you gotta leave space as well. And are we going? Yeah, we going once again. And NLR is weaving to break the toe, but I mean, already in 1 second in front. And look how close, side by side, AlphaTauri and Red Bull entering turn 1. And Norjay makes the move. And oh no, Herbie What happened? And lost his front wing. Ooh, and yeah, lost his entire front wing. Quite unfortunate for Herbie. Don't know what happened back there. Clearly contact was made. Ooh. And Arjan made the move on Max. I think Max made a mistake. And now Tom is being pushed by SF Rock. I mean, all depends on his setup actually, and yeah, only 12 laps to go. That would, I mean, you can easily do 18 laps to 20. So maybe he's gonna try to pull it off and make it to the end. But now we get a battle between SF Rock and Norjay. Remember, Norjay is on the aggressive strategy and almost wheel to wheel, and SF Rock will keep his position for now, but Norjay clearly gonna try to be, well, gonna try to make the move early, because he's gonna have to go through another pit stop. And Arjan is also flying. Oh, goes wide. And yeah, those hards are quite slow, as we can see right now. Almost 2 seconds between NLR and Dalgizu. And now we get DRS. Dalgizu tries to break the toe. No DRS yet. Only next lap. Won't be enough. But next lap, surely Arjan will try to make the move on Dalgizu. And also Max is following them really closely, hoping they make a mistake. And yeah. Oh, we get yellow, and SF Rock is out. Oh, another safety car. Oh, and he's stopping for to avoid a drive-through penalty. But clearly, NLR will go in the pit. Is he gonna go for softs or mediums? Yeah, I would go for softs. Because you're gonna do like maybe 2 laps on the under safety car. Yeah, who's gonna pit? Who's gonna pit? NLR clearly has to pit. So Arjan stays out, Max stays out, Damage stays out. Are they gonna go for softs? And let's find out. Federico Dalgizu goes for softs. Yes, and NLR goes for softs as well. So, people who stayed out are Arjan, Max, Tom, SF Rock, Norjay, Eoin. But Max, Tom, and Eoin got penalties. Let's go through penalties real quick. Oh, and Lanzi as well. So, Max has a 3-second penalty, Tom has a 5-second penalty. Eoin 3 sec, and Lanzi 3 seconds as well. So tires, yeah, pretty much, yeah, a bunch of them went for the softs. I just don't know why Norjay did not pit. Oh, cause Federico did, so they would have double stacked. But he's gonna have to go through the pit once again, not the medium runners in front. Is he gonna go in now? I don't think it would be the right call. But, I mean, he can't make it on these softs. He can't make it to the ends. Is he gonna go in now? Nope, not yet. 5 laps sold. Softs at the restart will be quite a risk to take. The medium runners benefit of that. Yeah, you will. Yeah, maybe he's praying for one last safety car, but I mean, you can't really predict that. Maybe he's wishing on people to hard race and end up in the wall, and then even VSC would help him a lot. And we're just waiting on Herbie to catch up to the group, and surely we will be racing once again as Marcel is catching up. So it's good for Herbie that he caught up to the group. So I mean, yeah, he's last right now, but he still has a chance because he's not like 30 seconds behind everyone. So P1 is up for grabs. Norjan has control of the pace, and he's already going. His strategy did not work as Max is right behind him, and he's gonna get slipstream using ERS as well. So safety car did well for everybody and for the regen of the battery. So we get a nice mini sprint race at the end. Oh, and look at NLR. The move he made on Eon, maybe just a tiny mistakes from Eon, and he gets the move done. And another 3 seconds for Rossi. And now look at NLR flying. Norje is struggling right now on old softs. So NLR will have to make the move quickly if he wants to catch up and get his P1 back. And Arjan almost a second up ahead. In front of Max. Oh, and just a tiny push. And now he's gonna have to push on this straight and get a good exit. And he's looking for it. He's going just a bit wide to get more traction. And now he goes back for the slipstream. And now side by side with Norje. Who's gonna brake first? Who has the traction? And NLR will make the move. So one place up now, up to SF Rock to defend his spot against NLR Mortal, aggressive on the softs. And look how tight it is in the mid. Eon on mediums, under attack by those shark drivers on the softs. Looking strong. And look at NLR in the gearbox of SF Rock. Just made a tiny mistake. and lost a bit of time, so he's gonna have to push once again. And Neon picks up another 3 seconds penalty, so that's pretty much last place for him. Unless no, Lanzi and Razi has a few penalties as well. So, but let's see if NLR will make the move on SF Rock, and it looks like it. Is he gonna go for a late move on the inside and goes for the outside? Maybe he switch back. No, goes a bit wide, and he's gonna go for the inside. Turn 2. And SF Rock says no, but misses his braking point. And now almost touching wheels. And NLR tries to maybe make the move once again. He did on Eon. And look how close it is. He has to make the move now, because look how far Tom and Max are. So SF Rock will have to channel his inner Checo, Prime Minister of Defense now, because he's under attack. And Delgizu, Lanzi. Oh, and Marcel did the move on Razi. Yeah, pretty much Alonso, right? And SF Rock has DRS, so he's good. Oh, and late lunge by NLR Mortal, and late breaks SF Rock and surprised him. Is he gonna go for... And SF Rock goes for the move on the inside, but he's gonna get the outside. Who's gonna get the traction? Pretty sure NLR will, and SF Rock goes wide. Tried to get the move done on NLR, but did not work. NLR has almost no battery left, and look how far. Oh, Norjay is struggling now. Norjay is struggling. He's trying to make it to the end on these softs, but that's not the strategy to do. He's gonna have to go in the pit, and now Tom has a lot of pressure coming from behind. And Delgizu as well is chasing down Lanzi, pushing him through every turn, and should be an easy move. Oh, and yellow? What happened? Just maybe a tiny nudge? Oh no, it's Max! Max made a mistake! And now NLR will make the move, maybe, just maybe, because Tom H is still on the inside, but nope. NLR gets the traction. So no late lunge from Tom. And now NLR will have to chase down Max. Only 4 laps to go. And what about SF Rock? Oh, and now Delgizu are switching places. Wow, 2 car wide at the chicane. And now Marcel went through because they were quite slow due to their small contact at the chicane. And Marcel goes wide. No penalty yet, though. Now we're gonna go to NLR, who clearly looking to make the move on Max and get P2 and maybe try a last push to get the move on Arjan, but that will be really tough. Is he gonna go for the move at turn 2? I think he will. Clearly he has to, because he's losing so much time stuck behind Max. And what about behind? Tomic, and Delgizu is still fighting with Herbie, and Delgizu got his place back. .7 seconds is the gap between Arjan and Max. And it's going up just a tiny bit. And now we get a AlphaTauri in the wall. And it's Lanzi. Contact happened just before the chicane. And unfortunately for Lanzi, and now NLR will have to make the move now if he wants to get a chance for P1, but I think he's just a tiny bit too far because 7 laps old softs are starting to struggle just a tiny bit with 2 laps to go in the race. And Lanzi 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. And yeah, I think soft runners are starting to struggle just a tiny bit. I mean, you can see the edge. Mediums have. But the gap is now to 1.3 between Arjan and Max. But Max has a penalty though. And now there's an Alfa Romeo sideways on the track and it's Eon. Oh no! Oh, and SF Rock picks up a 3-second penalty. So no podium. No chance of a podium for SF Rock. Let's go through penalties real quick. One last time. Yeah, 3 seconds. Max. SF Rock picked up a 3 seconds. Tom, 5 seconds. Rossi 3 seconds, Eon 6 seconds, Lanzi 11 seconds. Let's see. They stop and now NLR makes the move on Max. Did not see that coming, and now Tom as well. What is this camera angle? What the heck? Car was invisible for a moment. And penultimate lap of the race, NLR will have a lot of work to do if he wants to catch up to Arjan and maybe get that P1 he's hoping to get, because he was in the lead of this race for most of it. But yeah, Del Gizu made 12th place. Made up, jumped 12th place, and SF Rock did pretty well as 10 place up, and Arjan as well, 9 place up. And now Max looking at the back of NLR entering last lap, so that's pretty much it, because there's actually no chance, no place to make a move in the middle sector. And now Federico looking to make the move on Rossi. He's struggling just a bit. Red light is flashing and Lanzi will secure the fastest lap of the race. And everybody is in the points today. Only 12 drivers remaining in this race. Down to 1.1 second between Arjan and NLR, so no place for mistakes. And let's go for the lead. And Arjan, if nothing happens, will get P1. P1 for Arjan. NLR comes right behind P2, Max P3, Del Gizu P4, SF Rock P5, Herbie made the jump P6, Federico P7, Tom H P8, Rossi P9, Eon, Norjay P10, Eon due to penalties fell down to P11, and Lanzi all the way back there in the last position. And yeah. Thank you, man. So that's a win for Arjan. First win of this season, and I think it's his first win in Tier 1 as well. Because he was in Tier 2, yeah, last season. So first win this season for Arjan. Followed by NLR Mortal and Max completing the podium. So really nice race from Max. Delgizu came 4th, SF Rock 5th, Marcel P6, Ferico P7, Tom P8, Razi P9, Norje P10, Eon P11, Lanzi P12, and the rest are DNF'd. But yeah, great race. I mean, my driver of the day. I think it's going to be. I was hesitating between Arjan and Delgizu, but I will have to give it to Delgizu. I mean, he made it through the whole grid from P17 to P4. So yeah, Delgizu is my driver of the day, and Arjan is the winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix. So that is going to be it for me. So next race is going to be Portimao. So yeah, we're really excited to race once again at Portimao. Nice tracks with lots of elevation and all that stuff. But I will see you guys next weekend in Portugal. Bye everyone. Hope you enjoyed this